Sometimes fear isn't a feeling, it's a name. And tonight, you'll hear 5 of them. 5 beings that no one should ever meet. In the Amazon, even the water lives. It breathes, whispers, listens. Encantado, a creature born from the depths. A river dolphin that can become human. He comes ashore in a white suit, smiling, and plays a flute whose sound takes people's will away. At village festivals, you can see him in the crowd. He dances, jokes. His eyes shimmer like bubbles on the river's surface. When the night grows too warm, he calls someone to follow him to the water. And they do. No screams, no struggle. By morning, only barefoot footprints remain in the sand, leading into the river, none coming back. They say Encantado doesn't kill. He just takes those who've dreamed of freedom for too long, because water doesn't love those who wish to stay. The jungle night stretches endlessly, and then you hear it, a baby crying, so close. You look around, call out, and there it is, a tiny body, trembling, covered in dirt, eyes glistening with tears. You lift it in your arms and feel its skin grow hot, nails digging into you, and the smile, too wide, too human. It's the Tiyanak, a demon disguised as an infant. It appears to punish those who once turned away from innocence. Some say it's the soul of an unbaptized child, or one abandoned before birth. It calls to those capable of compassion, and when you answer, it laughs at your mercy.
You wake up in the dark. The room is familiar, but the air feels wrong, heavy, still. You try to move, but you can't. Your chest feels pressed by something cold. Your heart races. And then feel breath. Mare, the nightmare that visits in your sleep. She doesn't kill, she just sits, watches, and breathes in your fear like air. For centuries, people tried to explain her. Sleep paralysis, stress, hallucination. But in old chronicles, they wrote, if the mare sits on you 3 nights in a row, your soul stays with her forever. Because the mare doesn't choose at random. She visits only those who already carry darkness inside. Subscribe while the light is still on. Pens, because the next legends might not come from this video, but from your window. When the moon rises over the Irish roads and the mist curls across the stones, you might see a faint light, like a lantern moving on its own. It's Dullahan. He rides with his head in his hands. Its eyes move independently, searching for the one whose time has come. If you meet his gaze, he knows your name. And if he speaks it, you won't live to see sunrise. In his other hand, a whip made of a human spine. Every crack against the ground is a countdown. Dullahan isn't evil, he's a messenger. A reminder that every road has an end, and it's always closer than we think. In the mountains where mist never fades, lives Tikbalang, a creature with the body of a man and the head of a horse. Its legs are long, its joints twisted backward. It moves like a shadow, and its laughter echoes when you lose your way. He loves to toy with travelers, making them walk in circles, returning to the same place, again and again. Old people said, if you want to escape, take off your clothes, turn them inside out, and Tikbalang will let you go, laughing from the trees. But there's another legend. If you manage to pull a hair from its mane, Tikbalang becomes your protector. Not a friend, not a slave. A watcher, walking beside you, between worlds. Maybe that's why, sometimes, when you walk a lonely road and feel someone watching, it's not danger. It's just Tikbalang, making sure you're still on your path. Encantado calls us to the deep. Tiyanak punishes compassion. Mare steals breath. Dullahan whispers names. Tikbalang tests the brave. 5 faces of 5 reminders that humanity isn't the top of the chain, just a temporary guest, in a world where myths still breathe. Maybe monsters never vanished, they just stopped noticing. I'm Umbra, and if tonight you hear a child's cry, or footsteps on water, remember, it's not a coincidence. It's a legend that just remembered your name.